Debut their City Edition uniforms. It celebrates 6 different championship eras. They've got a touch of each uniform represented in this City Edition unit. Trailed by as many as 9 in the 4th before they battled back.
You mentioned all of Wayne Ellington's baskets with 3s. That's because that's the only thing he attempts.
Throwing it down is Towns. Point well taken here in Staples Center. It's a building that he enjoys playing in and plays well in. Bazemore cross court. I think they might have gotten a hand on it with 2 to shoot. AD goes baseline to throw it down with 2 hands.
Nice job of recognizing.
Might have gotten it bumped. We'll keep an eye on it. Of course, he's been battling through some minor injuries. Here's Pat Beverly. Down the middle he goes all the way to scoop it up and in. Went right around Ellington. 2019, won all 3 last year against the Wolves. That's good anticipation. Bad play by the Lakers. They turn it over. They're going to need a timeout if they score here. They throw it down, and there's that Laker timeout. It's 11-4. More than the Lakers per game. Avery Bradley with it in the attacking zone. Going to give it now to AD. Hand off to Russ. He sends some daylight, and he scores. He saw a little bit of daylight off of the handoff. That's all NBA defense a couple of years back. That 3 is short. Rebound to Avery Bradley. 13-11 here in the first quarter. Rajan.
They're offering it to him.
Got it. You want to shoot it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got to take it because they're.
He's the trailer. He'll get control of it and survey the floor. Lakers with 12 to shoot. Just under 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Lob. Davis. Got it. Look. Score.
There it
Rondo
is again.
Found him.
Rondo and Anthony Davis.
So that's what you saw him working on the sideline. Obviously, AD is saving the game with a couple buckets straight. But yep, small cut there, Billy.
Okay, very good. And Karl Anthony Towns throwing it down with 1 hand turning. And
his playing time sometimes is limited because of his defensive breakdowns. But you're going to have to learn to live with some of those if you're the staff.
Defense, offense, scoop, score! More Malik.
That's what he can do. I mean, this guy can flat.
It wasn't even close.
Don't blame him. They opened the door on that.
It has been a little more brisk here tonight. Here is Rondo. Boy, he's sneaky. Just right underneath and scores. Downtown the other night has not scored in double figures in the last 6 games. Down the middle, the bounce all the way. Slam dunk, Naz Reid.
That was nice. Sometimes they forget about the 3-second count.
Well, for Minnesota, slow start for a couple of their stars. Edwards hasn't scored. Russell has 1. Russell has 3. As he hits that shot on the runner, and all of them.
See how momentum has shifted ever since the end of the first quarter?
With the silly foul.
It has totally shifted.
On the outside, launching it, and all of a sudden, Minnesota has the lead as McDaniels hits. It was a nice effort that time, one way then the other, a Kogi, but he couldn't get it to McDaniels. So they had numbers, but they couldn't capitalize. Carmelo, 3-ball!
He finally scratches it. He had missed his first 3 shots because they're saying to each other, you get it, no, you get it.
Yeah, I got
Nobody got it but Bazemore.
Yeah, it should have been a Minnesota possession. Instead, Rondo, who hit a 3 earlier, the scoop all the way! Come on! Anthony Davis with another rejection. Rondo backing it up. They're wrestling down low. They get it to AD on the block. This is trouble for the Wolves. Counted! And 1 for the Brow. AD on the way. Howard and the Lakers, here they come with Wayne Ellington. 2-hand pass, Rondo, and he'll organize and quarterback. Ellington, look how quick he pulled the trigger. He pulled it quickly, and nothing but net.
Clock, you got to make sure you communicate with your teammate.
Beverly spent 4 years with the Clippers. Underneath, there's the first bucket for the Ant-Man. Points in their last game, that loss against Golden State. He had 16 in 25 minutes. Actually played a really good game. They trailed big at the half to cut the lead to 5 late. Knocking it down is the Duke. Wayne Ellington. They finally get it to Davis with 3 on the clock. So he's going to turn. They got it to him very late on the clock. Down the middle, Edwards. Nice delivery that time.
That's where
Russell.
Anthony Edwards can really start getting himself going.
21 turnovers in the last 3 games. He had 8 against Miami. Russ holding on to it. Of course, he led in assists and turnovers last year. Handles the ball so much. There's Davis hitting the mid-range jump shot. Second, Bazemore can't score. Kent was right underneath, but he couldn't finish right at the rim.
Towns had something to do with that one. He really had Bazemore thinking.
How hot is Russell? He rattles it in.
And they have the lead.
They now to Beverly. They last made the playoffs in 2017, 2018. All the way. The runner is good by Beverly. Up to get it, Vanderbilt. You mentioned, Stu, they have equaled their biggest lead of the game, and another three-point opportunity for that same man, Patrick Beverly.
Karl-Anthony Towns.
He plays Cat and scores over 31 a game throughout the course of his career when those two have matched up. 8-point game. A quick step back by Edwards. Now that is a 3. That is a 3. It's a double-digit lead, and they're going to turn it over on the inbound. Turn it over on the inbound, and Vanderbilt is everywhere right now. Vanderbilt has control of it in the front court, giving it up to Karl-Anthony Towns. Step back for 3. Got it. Karl-Anthony Towns for 3. Tonight, 1 for 4 from beyond the arc. And we're coming up on the 5-minute mark. We're still in the 3rd quarter. Glad you're with us on Spectrum Sportsnet. Beasley in there. And they are rolling right now. Minnesota. 3 team fouls on the Lakers, 2 on Minnesota. They'll swing it over to Bradley. He finally hits it. Avery Bradley ends the drought.
All they can do is throw it up toward the rim.
On its way, down it goes!
I thought you couldn't catch it. Oh, point 3.
Fisher.
That's right, it's point 3. My bad.
Minute and a half to go, but the lead is 20. Shall we say for the Lakers the deficit? Oh, long 3 for Towns. Feeling it. Feeling it, Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has 15 in the quarter.
Outscored the Lakers all by himself.
Yes, he did. He's going to look for more. Adding to the total. Adding to the total. Lakers as a team, 36% overall, 6 for 30. From 3, McDaniels can't hit. Weak side rebound. Okogie controls it. D'Angelo Russell, he's got a 3. So for up defensively on the Lakers right now, whether it's the Lakers off night or Minnesota, part of the problem. But the defense is right back to where it was when they were 3-1 to open the year as Russ knocks down a 3.
A lot of points here in the second half.
Yeah, Lakers defensively, they've given up the 3rd most points in the league. Russell got another one. And we've seen that happen in this building when he was wearing a gold uniform. Has only 9 points. Russell's going to look for another one. He is on fire right now. On fire. And so are his team. Rondo. Of course, he missed last game with the hamstring. Hamstring is going to keep Austin Reeves out for 2 weeks. Malik, that's sensational 27-point game. And up the ladder he goes. Got on that trampoline to throw that down. Jordan was born in Pasadena, went to Etiwanda High School. Russ hits a 3. The night off, DeAndre and Austin Reeves unavailable. McLaughlin. Long lead. Here's Sekou. 1-2. Beautiful scores.
Sekou does play hard. Oh,
But he just touched by Naz Reid. And as he's known, as I mentioned, J-Mac has it, wanders in. That's a good pass under to Naz Reid to score.
This game seems up by as many as they're up by.
178. 3.5 to go. Stick around for the post-game show. Lakers are going to drop to 7-6. Their little 2-game winning streak is history. They are 4-6 against the West and 6-4 at home.